This video is to show you all of our new online office forms. We've done away with the paper forms that used to be in the circulation drawers and are now using online forms as a way to go paperless. You can find our online office forms on our Quick Lookups page. The bottom corner says Online Office Forms. Once you click that link, it will take you to a list of all the different forms we have. We've got current periodicals, proxy applications for research assistants, hold or recall, retrieval request, and search request. I'm going to start with the proxy application for faculty and research assistants. This is most likely to come up at the beginning of a semester, so let's take a look. The proxy application is for any student who is doing research for a professor. Sometimes an entire department will have a research assistant or two who are able to check things out on behalf of the professors, and sometimes a professor will have their own research assistants. So the research assistant name or names are filled out here. You'll indicate which semester and year, the name of the faculty member, their department and campus address, and the email address of the person who is filling out the form, the professor or department secretary. It's important that this is done because no one should ever check anything out for someone else, because whoever it's checked out to is the one who is ultimately responsible for it. So making sure that this information is collected is essential, and this form will allow a supervisor to verify the information. When a student researcher does want to check something out, you will need a supervisor to override to let that happen. But having this information lets us know that that's okay. So once you have all the information filled out, you just press submit, and you'll get a thing that says, thank you for submitting your form. The professor or department secretary, whoever was filling it out, will also get an email, and that lets them know that they've taken care of it. The next form we're going to look at is another less common one. It will be for current periodicals checkout. So we do allow faculty and their research assistants to check out current periodicals. They're able to check them out for 2 days, but because these are usually non-circulating items, there's nowhere to stamp or no barcodes, so we have this form to fill out just so we can keep track. Again, you're going to fill out the name, the email address, today's date, there's a little drop down to help you. 2 days is the due date, and then you'll collect the information about the periodical, the title, the volume, or the date. There's space on the form to do 3 different periodicals, so if they have more than that they're trying to check out, you will need to fill out a second form. Okay, I didn't submit it, so that's why it's asking about leaving this fight. Make sure you always submit. Okay, our next one that we're going to talk about is a retrieval request. So this is when someone wants an item that is located in the annex, closed stacks, video recording storage, microforms, etc., oversizer folio, somewhere that they may not know where it is, or they may not actually have access to it. Again, you're just going to want to fill out as much information as possible. Sometimes entering call number in only, it won't, because of the way things are spaced, or if there's just a little typo, makes it really hard to find what we're looking for. So the more information you can include, the better. And once again, we've got the requester's name and their email address, so we can communicate with them the process that we're going through, or if we're having any troubles, or if we have further questions. And it also emails them to let them know that they have made that request. Okay, and the next 2 are actually on the same form, and these are going to be your most common forms that you're going to be filling out. So it's search or recall. We have it in here twice because it used to be on 2 different forms. So it's hold or recall, or a search card. So if someone comes to you and says, I was looking for this book and I just can't find it anywhere, you're going to click to search and enter in the information, the call number, the title, the author, if there is a volume and date, the date that they are submitting the request, the requester's name, and their email address. And that lets us know something's not where it should be, and we can send somebody out who is more experienced with searching to help them find it. Let the patron know when we found it, or if we haven't found it and they need to request it through an interlibrary loan. If they come to you and say, there's a book that's currently checked out by somebody else, and I would really like to have it. It's not due till the end of the year, and I really need it sooner. We're able to hold or recall it. So if something is checked out, we can recall it at an earlier date, or if it's a movie that's only due in a week, it will just be held for them automatically when it comes back in. So you're going to select to hold or recall, entering all that information again, and making sure you've got their email address and name, and submit the form. So there again are all our forms and our quick lookups. This will allow us to really have a lot better data about what we are working on, less little slips of paper floating around the office, and a nice way to keep track of, for the patron and for ourselves, of what work needs to be done. Thanks so much.